All right, so the phone is doing its own thing. I don't know if y'all can hear me now, but if you all cannot hear me on this particular video, then I know somebody has tampered with my devices because I don't mess with the settings to my apps that already have an in-app application where it automatically uses the microphone when you give it the permission. So I did go to my permission settings to see what was going on with the phone. So what I'm going to do is make sure that the microphone is working with my headphones because I don't need my headphones to hear my voice. However I sound, that's how I sound. If I and you're gonna know that's how you get to know people how they sound. But then I already know how I sound. I just need to know if my microphone working so that the other people can hear me, that everybody else can hear me. Because I was going in. Yeah, so this better. Now I'm gonna have to get down to the bottom of what it is that's working with the phone because I am not really the tech person. And this has kind of altered my mood, y'all, because I'm like, what is really going on? I never had those particular type of problems before. So what I remember to do is make sure that I don't have any dust around my microphone or that particular type of thing. But I'm pretty sure if I did those phone calls that I made earlier, that the people wouldn't have been able to hear me. So I know it has something to do with the YouTube app that's directed with my phone. Like I said before on yesterday and multiple times, when I do my live videos and I have them listed as public, very shortly after, when they're processing for the upload, it is saying that is locked or it is private. I don't change it. So I wonder how they become private like that. But like I know it has to be some type of in-app control or whoever is facilitating behind YouTube doing it. All right. Or somebody else. It might not be them at all. Now, what I was talking about earlier was about community, was about tribes, it was about villages, residential places. Some of us call them community home centers, community centers, depending on where we congregating together. It could be the church, the synagogue, what have you. Goodness, the way that we interact with each other in these places, the things that we do, the things that we say while we're being there partaking of whatever it is, the festivities that's going on, the services that's going on, the musical events that's going on. I'm just trying to think about everything that we could be doing when we have to come together with other people and how we may pump into each other and the vibes and all of that, right? You know, it's like, oh, stay away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, right? Now, how do you know you're going back to those people, places, and things that no longer serve you when the whole thing is to be healing ourselves to build back our communities that we have torn down with all of this family things that we got going on throughout lineages, right? Some people have dynasties within their rule of reign, whether it was of good or if it was of terror, right? Nah, for us who on that bottom level, we living things out. We're like, we down to earth, right? It's not too many places that you're gonna say that those people will be going. Most of the common neighborhoods, what you're gonna find a lot of churches and ballrooms, right? You're going to have recreation facilities in the midst of that, some type of park miles separate away, and then those that are reserved area parks, recreation, right? A little bit further away. But now, here it is, we all getting together. Is this our one village? I'm thinking about the construct of the village, getting past all the concrete, because we still acting like animals in the jungle, the concrete jungle, the perception of that. You can actually see concrete jungles, right? And where does that come from? We're thinking about way, 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 way back. Because see, what we don't recognize is the fact that some of those step pyramids that you think just step, oh, how they made them and this and that, whatever, that it was so miraculous with the technology, but it ain't nothing but concrete, right? Hard core life in places where we would think that we should be sensibly soft with one another, and somebody don't think that fragile is not a thing to be. But when we think about that baby, that fragile baby, because we know they easily could be hurt, that's what type of fragile I'm thinking about. The things that you know are fragile, you protect them more. But see, this is where I know people love things more than they love people, because you will protect those things that you call jewels and diamonds and all whatever else more than you will want to protect yourself, a person like you, from hurt and harm. I want to make sure that they get delivered to a place like you would want to when you are incapable. What I'm recognizing right now is how despicable. Yes, I'm going to complain because I'm still going to some places that need to hear what it is that I'm seeing when I'm there and we interacting. I'm not saying that I am the best person in the world, right? Because what I'm talking about, I don't even have to be talking about. I can just say, oh, that's just who they is, and that's just what they gonna be. But for me to recognize it is bringing a discord. So right now, I'm somebody's devil because they don't want to hear what it is about what I feel when I'm interacting with you in those spaces that y'all want me to be at with my good energy, right? What I'm about to tell y'all, to those of you who part of my tribe. Let me see what's going on with the phone first. So take a break. Take a deep breath in. Yes, I've been doing some things that got my mind open, and I want to think about this. The village. Let's level it out back to, we didn't have no walls that we think that we need like we think. And all we had was us. All we got is us. Now why is doing that? Mm-mm. Mm. Okay, so now it's releasing. Yeah, it's acting all funny. This phone acting stupid. All right, so the phone acting stupid because I know it probably got somebody who is every bit of that messing with it. Anything I don't know, because even though I don't want to be the tech person I could be, I don't like messing with devices. Like it's aggravating, but here I am, don't mess with them, because I'm on YouTube and I'm. It is a whole lot of energy that's going on. Ooh, is it spooking me out? Hell no. And I'm like, is it trying to make me explode? Hell yes. And are they gonna do it? Hell no. Are they gonna be upset? Hell yes. It's a reverse on reverse on reverse. In your face reverse. I'm like, I'm playing Uno for real right now, because guess what? I don't even need the cards. I'm gonna tell the one who need to be reversed, you in reverse. The one who need to draw two, you draw 2, 4, 6, and 8, and be on the news about that if you want to. And then the ones that need to be wild, they're gonna be with colorful as much pride as they want to be, but they better make sure they pick the right color for the right day, fitting for that time. Because guess what? Who is not to be? I'm not about to be upset all the time behind foolishness. for people that don't know how to treat one another like they want to be treated. But what I am gonna do is just not. They gonna be getting looks. I'm not gonna say nothing no more. Especially if somebody question what it is that I'm doing good. If a good I'm doing something good. And you question why I'm doing something good for somebody, I'm not. If I look at you like, really? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the word to give you the face. That's my really face. I'm just gonna look at you like that. Okay? And for those of you who don't have common sense, I'm be like, huh? No more am I gonna give you what you think you wanna get. Erection and verbal. You want my breath. That's what I feel like it is that people want. My breath. Now, at that particular point, I'm just saying today, Sunday, this is the last day that I'm gonna be crying behind somebody else's bad behavior. Why am I crying for you being in the wrong? For me doing something good. It shouldn't be painful. I know that should not be painful for me. But then the thought about who it is, though, that's the painful part. Now, within service, where everything's going on, we all are in service, we all are interconnected. Now, okay, so on that particular energy, the feminine energy, what am I getting from the feminine energy when I'm seeing us in commune with one another? We are the ones that run the show in certain groups of people. You just know who your people are based on what it is that they always do. Especially when it's about women that's always in the kitchen, right? Yeah, in the village. People that cook together. Or the people that cook the service team. I'm thinking about like this. Everybody who cook should know how to serve. But I know this one thing. Ain't everybody that know how to serve know how to cook. I'm about to serve and I'm about to cook. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Because somebody needs to know about service and cooking when it comes to spiritual works. Not just what we thinking about in the kitchen. Is a kitchen for somebody who make beats is on they little beat machine. I'm thinking about being in the tribe. We ain't thinking about really being in no kitchen. We ain't got no walls. We started out from the dirt. Don't ask me how we got here. I don't know how we got here. We here. We eating. We know that we see that babies come out of mothers after father and the mother go in the woods to pick up some wood. All right. I'm putting it that way for the young ones because I don't know who young might come watch. What are we talking about? Tweeting. A sound that the bird make. Somebody's song is not tweeting right. Somebody on Twitter doing something that they know that they should not be doing right now too. But nonetheless, let's get back to this thing about being in the village because we have advanced. We not like the bush people no more. We not living in huts and teepees and sticks houses because we know the big bad wolf is gonna come blow it down, especially over here on these grounds, depending on who you consider to be the big bad wolf when it comes to the winds. I'm talking about us in the mindset of being in the dirt. Those seeds that we say that we are, the star seeds, right? We had to be cooking. Now, Why am I talking about this? What you talking about? Think about this. Okay, so we in the dirt. What made you desire to build up walls from out of the dirt? Bricks was probably the first that you made, right? If you didn't go in the cave, or if you did not come from out of one. Oh, wait, hold up. That's going way back, Raven. Because the thing about knowing how to live inside of the earth, because there are different levels, and let's carve some of this stuff out to find out what I'm talking about, but being on the level, the surface of things from inside of it. Okay, because I can remember reading in the Bible that there was a passage about the Lord of the worms. But we know that there's lords of flies, but there's some maggot type stuff. But then are all worms maggots? No, there's different variations. So what exactly am I thinking about when I'm thinking about leveling it out? Because we got to come up to get on a level. Is the water level with the land? I guess it is in certain places, right? Because it doesn't just always overflow. There's a whole lot of things I could think about that we could think about, but what I'm talking about is leveling out our minds to realize that it's still only one level, earth level. That's what we all on earth. No matter how far up in the mountain somebody live or how far low in the valley they live. Some of them in the sea. That's what we say. They got mermaids live down there. They've been popping up, looking real fake with some of the pictures that I've been seeing. But in actuality, they might still be real, depending on how deep you can dive. Now, here we are on top of the earth. We interacting with each other. Yes, I'm doing all this to talk about how we interacting with each other for where we are in our communities, our environments, our villages, our tribes, our families, our conglomerates, our firms, our businesses, our groups, our AA groups, or whatever it is that we come together as. Mm-mm-mm. Do we have the same goal in mind? Is we a team? Is a lot of independent on group efforts. Some people work well with others, some people don't. But it's not just about the working well with each other. It's about the communication. Because I'm thinking about us not having the ability to speak. See, like that one that was rolling earlier. See, like the video that was rolling earlier on the YouTube. I'm about to do something. I want to see something. I want to see something. I got to see what it's doing. They got data thieves, y'all. Y'all better watch y'all data. The data thieves be stealing data. That's how they don't wind up paying a phone bill. They steal your data. They can use it for whatever games or whatever that they using it for, or whatever they need for to make their calls. Okay, so now we seeing what's going on. We gonna do it like this. Okay. So for those of you who out there that see this, I want to say that this gonna be something like an experiment that I'm doing, because I want to run an analysis, and I want to know if I'm the only one who is operating my YouTube page. And is there another IP address that is associated with my page that somebody else could be running me live through their page? So right now I have two devices that is recording me on this YouTube page, on one YouTube page. Now, what I'm seeing that is looking like that is a flaw to me. I don't know if y'all out there that can hear this or what have you. For the techie people, what do you see? Do you see on your news feeds that there's two live streams of me? Because if you do, then you will know that there's two different views. Right here, hello. It's the under. We're gonna do this for the underworlders right here. And then the upper worlders right here. Because they go like this here. Sometimes they be wishy-washy all over the place. I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm gonna wait to see because I'm going to end one will end. Don't look at the so where I'm at with what it is with this energy that I'm feeling today is every bit of leveling things out and people recognizing what it is that the Most High is saying that needs to be done at that time and gracefully doing it without any discord, right? Because we all are desiring the same thing: love, charity, hope, faith, somebody that we can depend on, security, stability. We all desire it. But when we fall short as a collective, we saying collective, they got the ones that consider themselves to be hive minds. Are y'all operating in that to where if I'm a part of that hive, when one of my bees falls short, what are we doing? Are we the bees? Are we the bees and the bats? To where the bees gonna fight the bats? But they still start with a bee, right? But where are we? I'm looking at the little movie, the insect movie. They had the colonies of this and colonies of that. They had the ones that straight away they was the ants, that guy with the beetles, that guy with the ladybugs, and they all had their friends. They all different, they come from different sectors, but they had the same mindset, right? They looked like they worked together. Sometimes they didn't or whatever. But I'm thinking about what I actually know from actually being shown by nature. I'm gonna use the ants for instance because I played with them a lot. So I'm recognizing the different things that ants do, right? And it's amazing because see what the ants do is they greet everybody with a forehead. So they telepathically relaying a message to one another about that information that they receive with their eyes because they do have eyes, right? Now, I'm gonna say this. I probably was kind of cruel to the ants when I did what I did in this particular experiment that I did. Children was eating some hot chips. Yeah, the Cheeto kind. Yeah, they were. It was a treat. They don't eat them all the time. Don't judge me. So listen to this. And the Cheeto, the hot Cheeto dropped on the ground. And there was one ant. One ant. And I was like, look at this ant. I wonder, because the baby was about to pick it. I said, nah, don't pick it up. It's dirty. And I'm like, okay, are you down there? I'm about to see what this ant gonna do. So I'm giving an ant. I would, I'm like, let me see if this ant gonna eat this Cheeto. Because I done seen ants eat a lot of stuff, right? I done seen ants eat something from the inside out. They be on them, in them. You'll be thinking it's breathing and it's the ants in them, right? The ant took a bite of that Cheeto. I'm watching the whole time. They had another ant come up and hit him with the forehead, bow, pow. They wasn't doing what they was doing, talking to him, blah, 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 if that's what they was doing. And then the one that hit the other one that was coming up towards the Cheeto with the forehead bow, he went back to the Cheeto, and then the other one went back into the grass. I watched it. I'm like, damn, I can't see him no more. Oh damn, they don't like it. That's what I'm thinking. It's over a period of time. It had to be like 10 to 15 minutes. I'm just watching, sitting on the porch. So by the time he come back, he had more help. When I tell you it had to be like 20 ants come back with him, I said, damn, they knew all within looking at the task at hand how many it was gonna take for the move that Cheeto. Cause see me, I'm looking at the response from the ant when the first one when I helped them to get on it. They know what food is, right? But he was kind of dazed up aback because that's what he did. He bit off of it, he backed up and then he realized, I guess he must have realized what it was. That was different. Then when he hit the other one with the forehead bow, that's what they did. So he come back with enough ants to move that Cheeto. Me and the children out there, so I'm keep telling them, don't do nothing. Let's watch this here, cause I never seen ants eat a hot Cheeto before. I done seen them eat a lot of stuff that people think they wouldn't eat. A person would eat, right? So they get that hot Cheeto. They was happy, boy. I watched the hot Cheeto go from the concrete patio to the grass. But them ants, they wanted that. Why am I using the ants working together like this and communicating, moving that Cheeto? Because for some reason, people, we will be in each other's vicinity and we know that there's a task for something that needs to be done, but we can't even communicate without having problems to get the task done. It be like this. Head button, but not for head button to communicate the work together. This is not the ramming thing. This is not the goating thing. This is not the bull thing that I'm talking about. I'm talking about us coming together and being able to know that we the ants and we want that hot Cheeto. Nobody can tell an ant what they can or cannot eat. Not saying that the food is we're not trying to eat the hot Cheeto. We human, we people. So the hot Cheeto is gonna be the representation for the task at hand. For those of you who are hard of comprehending or don't have no common sense of how the analogy work. So here you go. We know we got a task at hand. What is the task this time? To feed the people. What's hard about the task of feeding the people? If everybody get in a spot to do something that they are good at. Oh, we all our own individual selves. Okay, so back to the village, right? Without the walls that we think we have to have when we come from the same square. What is that square? It's not the blocks that we come from, because your block is your block and my block is my block on my block. Everything is everything for Sheezy on my block. Whatever. We don't own the block. Some of us do. But we still don't own the block. Why? Because everything in this country, if the government wanted to seize it, it can be seized. And if everything is on the earth, when the earth say, I'm coming for mine back, it ain't nothing that you can do but give it up. Because you can fight against the government seizing something from you, depending on how you do. But you could be like you was a Koreshian. All right. Now let's get to this here part. For us who know that we have good hearts and we have a mission in mind when we are coming together to do something of service. What I don't understand is how some people will want somebody else to not be of a good service to dim their light for what it is that they doing with what we're calling coming together, community, right? Because we know we're not in the village, because we at a particular place, right? Because if we were still living like a village, there would be nobody that is one household that is not going out of their house and putting all of their food together to eat. Let's get that clear. We do live in communities, but that don't mean we are unified in communities. This is the environment. Remember? Now, what area we are in depends on what it is that make us not be able to have a community or unity within communities. We got things that we put labels on, like homes, and especially church homes, right? Even something just popped in my mind, like the stadium. That's a place to be. Anywhere that we could be there where there's going to be so many people. How do we determine being good to one another while we there? That bring me back to being those ants. That bring me back to being those bees. That's who you are. When people realize that we people, then we won't have to be acting like the bees, acting like the bitches. That's what you want to go with it. Acting like the dogs, acting like the fishes, hoping on a star, wishing on a wish. While the spoon ran away with the fork and the dish, the milk ain't even much in a cup because we don't know how much of it is enough, right? Somebody wanted, somebody got to give it up. But all I'm trying to do is act like I know how to love. Let me act like it. If I don't know how, then it because why? It is a learned behavior, act of love. What is the act of love? It's an action word. That's what we say, right? What is the act of love if it's not me giving somebody who is in the same vicinity with me the helping hand that they need when I can obviously see that they're in need? The matureness of an eye, right? Because we got the maturity and the age, but then we got the spiritual eye that I'm thinking about with the maturity. Because you could be doing something that you think is good because you're doing it, and that gives you the honor of being in the sight of you were the one who were able to pull this off and get everybody to come together to do this particular thing. But in the act of it, you still will be in direct content of what it is that the Holy Spirit is bestowing upon you at this moment to do for who He sent to you that is in need. I have no respect. And I got to get back to not letting that make me be disrespectful. But I don't have no respect for nobody like that. I don't care what color you is. I don't care how short you are. I don't care how tall you are. I'm figuring out more and more every day how really fearful people are of one another. I'm not scared of none of y'all. I just don't like dealing with a lot of people. And I've been said that because of the same reasons why I'm talking about right now. You say that you come from a village and you raising a child. It takes that to do it. And y'all are letting those who are in need of your help slip by the wayside. Don't think it's talking about my children because they got more than enough help to where they always tell me that I own everything. And I'm trying to figure out, well, why? I don't see everything yet. Maria, tell you. Ask her. Everywhere we go, she think that she could get something from. And I be like, dang, do you think I own everything? You do, mommy, you do. I'm like, what? Well, why? I know if I own everything, then maybe I would have gave myself a better car than what I have. I know I like a van. I ain't gonna lie. I like a passenger van, but I got a different type of mine for my personal travel that I would want to have. Now, and I don't need an access, is what I'm saying. Basically, let's get it together. Some stuff needs to come on in. Well, what I'm talking about, come on in, Myra's dream of her mother's life. Come on in, let me usher that in before I go back in on this thing about this village and the ones who want not for everybody to be taken care of. Charity and they love and sharing, caring, charity. They start at home. Some ain't right. I'm not scared of people. However, I know there's people who are scary in both ways. They are horror or they just a coward. You see what I'm saying? And either one of them could do you something that ain't right. Stay out of my way when I'm doing good, is what I'm saying. Don't get in my way. When the Most High tell me that this is for you to do, this is what I put upon your plate. Stay out of my way. If I'm entertaining strangers that are in need, that's where I'm at right now with a whole lot of stuff. Because I don't think people really get the concept. I'll be like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But they issue it out again. You're still trying to stop me from doing what's right. Do you not know how much of a headache that's going to cause for yourself? Because what it's not going to do is stop me from doing what's right. But what it's going to cause for yourself is when the Holy Spirit convict you and say, why would you stop her? And then why wouldn't you be the one who say, you know what? No, the reason why I'm stopping you is because I want to do it. Let me take that off of your hands. Even though it may not be, you try to place what it is that the Most High is given for me to do as a burden on me. That is not no burden. My Most High carry burdens light. We are not the same. And then you wonder why I say I got wings. Because I'm not letting fear keep me down. I rise above all of that stuff. I'm looking at what the Spirit is telling me right then and there of what needs to be done. Not something for tomorrow, because all I do have is this moment. Do you know they got people that are sitting by waiting for a call with some headphone sets on that say, go ahead and push the button? It may not be over here on this land right now, but it's over there. And a whole group of people can be annihilated just like that. What am I talking about? I am appalled that in this time where everything is getting better, yes, it is, that they still got people who want to believe that we living in the biblical written days. I tell you all the time, we are the word. We are the living word. I tell you all the time that I praise a true and living God. But see, what you do is you try to stalemate my life by still wanting the things that we are living now to be as treacherous as the Bible. And this is clearly my knowing that a lot of people have been told the Bible. They have not really read the Bible, right? Plagues upon plagues upon plagues back then, wars upon wars on wars for years without ceasing. That's not the same. Somebody better go check all the records. Now we gonna see with these wars that we got going on. Y'all must not be paying attention to people going off and on. They sleeping. They wake up with it, but they going to sleep. They got shifts of what it is that they doing. But those people still wake up and they go to sleep. They not doing it all the day. And it do stop because you don't have enough juice to rain down, rain down, rain down. Everybody will be going, who raining nothing? Nobody. So let me take it back to us, we people. We want to be like the people, them people. We people not like them people. They not like us. That's on the space table. Let's get down to the real effect of why it is a we and a them. I figured out a long time ago that when it's fitting for somebody's ego to want to be stroked, right? That's how they'll do you. Look at the two faces. It's not the two faces. This face is up here for one of my YouTube pages that is still on the same settings as the other one that is being recorded. Is this simultaneous streams? There's two streams with the same app. How is this possible? I'm gonna keep putting that in as a commercial break because I got something I know it's the upper as above, so below, but it's a little bit different right now because it's not. I feel like I'm taking this commercial break to say to YouTube, obviously we got a problem because for the one email address, you should only be able to run one stream. I didn't decide to share none of this stream with myself. I know that this is two different devices that started at two different times. You see? And then we talk about the stuff with people doing people who ain't doing nobody nothing. But this is where it's at. So I'm going to still talk about how the people are not being in accord with one another. But at some time, I feel like this is for a reason, right? This is a reason all of these things is happening to me. Am I being isolated and targeted? I don't feel like a target, but obviously something strange has been happening. And as I ask the Most High to be my guide to do what's right, certain scenarios come up. I ain't gonna lie to you and say I don't pop off and my gums telling everything that I really do feel, especially when it comes to me doing something for the Most High. I'm about to give you an example. They're going to say, that's too personal. No, I don't care. This is being transparent. If I entertain a stranger, I know not had I entertained an angel, but at that particular moment, if that particular stranger that is an angel is in danger and the Most High bestowed upon me to be an angel in their life to help them, I do not fear if they are a devil in disguise. Why? Because my angelite, this is where we get angelic from, will override their demon. Why? Because I was doing what was right. And no, I am not fearful. I don't give nobody the authority to make me feel like they are the ones who gave me life, even if I thought about them being the ones who could possibly take my life. Because we got something that's going on up here for the ones that's up and for the ones that's down. I'm trying to help you get up because I'm not about to let you bring me down. Because I got someone I got to hold up. Let's make that be clear. You could consider yourselves to be crabs in a bucket that will continue to be your feet. If that's what you want to do. But not over here. Because let me get back to a village. But we on a level. Matter of fact, we even got no walls. We don't know if we came out the cave or not. We don't know if we were just placed here from something that we call a mothership, the Tesla cycle, or the Taurus field, or the motherboard, the Nephilims, the Anunnakis, the Pleiadians, the Reptilians, the Etians, the Buddhuzins, or whatever you want to be. That's where I'm at with this analogy. Don't get lost in the sauce. Please don't hate me because how I'm putting my twist on it. Some want to call it entertainment. Be entertained, but know that I'm not trying to detain you. I don't want to be in a lot of y'all mind for too long. It's dirty than some of my 50-year-old panties if they were able to be 50 years old. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And we get into the harder things, though. I'm disgusted with people who try to stop me from doing what the Most High told me was for me to do. I already know wherever I go, that is going to be something that I'm going to have to do that is for someone else. I'm not going to talk about what it was, but I'm talking about those that are prohibitors that will be around you, my people. Why? It's because that particular thing that you got to do, it wasn't for them to do. And what they have done that entire time, that one thing that you doing that's so little that they trying to stop you from do, it overshadows everything that they wanted to get credit for. See, it's a thing when you're doing something for credit, and it's a thing for when you're doing something because that's just who you are. How many of y'all afraid to let a stranger get in your car? If you tell me that you are afraid, then I tell you that you don't have the spirit of the Most High really inside of you. And if you tell me that you have never given a stranger a ride before and you have gotten them to their destination safe and you was able to leave with your life and everything else that you had it, then you don't have no discernment spiritually. My whole life, I was raised up in the church. My whole life, I can remember hearing the elders and those who were prophets that were prophesying over people's lives from all of these places that my family took me at that were religious and supernatural places, spiritual. They weren't just religious. They were spiritual. Do y'all know what a sanctified church is? They do a little bit of some of everything in them. And as a child, watching these things with wise eyes, like, this is foolishness because I just read that the Bible says you ain't supposed to be speaking in tongues. I don't understand what y'all saying. It's telling me that I'm supposed to know what you're saying. I don't get it. But at this time, let me talk about this because somebody, just as sure as I know, ooh, they'll do me like that in my back. I'm looking at two different scenarios with these two different people in here. On one side, this on my phone side. Thank y'all for being here. Down here. They down with me. But see, on this here side, ain't nobody in here. What's going on? I'm saying that as a commercial break from what it is that I'm experiencing with these people who faking like they got discernment and knowing the spirit by the spirit, but you are fearful of what it is that the Most High tell you to trust. I'm furious right now because the way my heart feel is overwhelmed with tears and I just feel like crying, 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 crying. And I know if I do that, that it's not going to be good. I don't want to be in sorrowful moments because of what it is that others trying to stop me from doing, that the Most High tell me to do for somebody else that's in need. Make that make sense. It don't work. It don't work. Why y'all do that? That's like y'all who will see somebody on the side of the road on fire. You don't know how they get on fire. You got gasoline in your car and you will be the ones that throw it on them. I'm not y'all. I come with conviction in my voice because I'm not y'all. For real. For some of y'all, we just alike. We can't help but help people that we know that's in need because we know that that could be us at any time. We don't know what could happen to make us like that. You see how it go? That's what some of the people who never had the experience being everything being taken away from them are realizing with this thing called Hurricane Helen. I'm going there too because we still on the earth and it gotta be leveled out. But then we thinking about it like this. We know that there's different levels because it's showing you when you think about the earth, that how they show us how this ball is formed. Why isn't that water that is up them other lands going down back to that panhandle of the gun? See, that's why I've been doing this here. It's something it's gotta weigh on your mind to wonder, oh, oh, this higher than that higher? Is it really a ball? Why is it not all sliding down off the side of it? Oh, make it make sense. This that commercial break that break me away from why I can't stand some people. I ain't never told y'all I love everybody, and I ain't never tried to play like I did tell y'all that. I know everybody don't like me, and I don't care because I'm not for everybody. But what I'm not going to let is anybody stop me from doing what's right for somebody that's in need. You scared to do that. I'm not. because I know that this is what the Most High told me to do. Now you coming at me with, you better have some horns because we headbutting at this time. And if you don't have horns, if I'm in my zodiac, then you're going to get headbutted if I feel like headbutting you. But you got to think about this. They say a goat, a Capricorn, is part goat, right? So that means when I'm on the land, I still got gold feet, right? When I'm in the water, I got a tail as a, oh, now it makes sense like that, huh? What do mountain goats do? They can stand like this here on a little bit of his peak, but you have not seen them in their combative action because they will jump on your ass. And you don't have to worry about getting horned because when they jump on you, all of your insides might feel like they collapsed at the same time. Nah, let's get it. One up here for the one, two down here for the two. Something ain't happening right. What is really going on? Now I'm looking at this. YouTube, you got a problem. And you don't need to be in Houston. So remember, y'all, that fear will not come when you are on direct assignment from the Most High. Why do you know? Because it's going to be something that I cannot deny doing this. I can't deny. I cannot deny doing this. Somebody going to try to prohibit you. I see the way that I'm expressing it, I have to get it out of my system because it was either going to take a spiritual bath to get that energy of the opposition off of me or come and verbalize to the rest of everybody else to know when they do have an anointed assignment. Not everything that you do is going to be something. Say like when you're on your calling, you working in your calling. You don't have to tell everybody I'm working in my calling. Y'all not all on YouTube. You watch people on YouTube who are talking about the assignments that you are on because we have been given that assignment to tell you what would be your opposition. Right? See, this is why they're trying to figure out why they magic and the spells is not working on me. Why I repair so fast because I am the repairer from going through error. The tester, right? The one who run programs. You have to test them with all errors to know what will be the error code so the people will be able to read the error code. What is my error? Somebody else is against me doing what was the assignment from the Most High. I can't refuse it. This is what he told me this is what she told me. If that's what you want to believe, Mother, Father, God. That's what I know. I can't deny it. Why? Because I still have to do it. Why? Because you're not about to do it. Why do I know? Because you tried to stop me from doing it. So I know that you would not do it. So I must do it. Because it was already for me to do. Do you see how opposition come? It's mind games that'll be. But if you allow that to say, oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know what they might do. You miss your assignment. Behind that comes much more. How do I know? Because so many times I missed the assignment by letting somebody else fears. I wasn't ever scared. They was the one who was. And I let their fears put doubt in what it was that the Most High said, you ain't scared to do. That's why I told you to do it. Because if anything happened with the get down, get down. And they saying I'm fighting the air. I'm just showing you this about to be the impact. If I'm in my hand, it's hard to think about how it's going to be if I had to hit my opposer. I ain't boxing the air. I'm telling you what it would be in that situation. How I would come back. But I'm not taking no Wilton Nichols. Daddy already told me that, so I know how to discern when the assignment is my assignment. So if anybody feeling like they getting beat down even when I'm not around them, it was because they had already came against me. You see what I'm saying? I'll just show y'all what I would do, but I ain't telling y'all that I have to do that. I wasn't one that was always fighting, and that's why I don't look my age. I had fights, but I wasn't in those streets fighting. They mad because I can say I wasn't being used up, using my body up with drugs and stuff like that. They trying to figure it out. I hear the thoughts and the sayings, what they saying about even my breast on this level, because I don't snort coke. Now that's a commercial break. They didn't think that they were going to tell me why you got flat pancakes. Now let's go. For those up here, let's get some clear. This Sunday is the last Sunday anybody in the 3D, 5D, 6D, 7D, 8D, whatever ward, line numbers, zone, dimensions, gonna be in that y'all playing my energy and not get it instantly. Karma, right then and there. Ain't no 3 weeks, no 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 years around. And I ain't gonna say nothing because this is the last time I'm saying it. Now, somebody already say, well, why you take the invitation to be in those areas when you leave it? Y'all not trying to pair nothing. You just trying to go on with the next cycle with the same stuff that you didn't heal from by learning all of the lessons from this particular scenario and move to the next. I'm not that one. Y'all cancel everything. I let people cancel themselves. That's a difference. Now, to really be a healer means that you will be in situations where there's people who are really sick. You have to be there. A healer is afraid to be around sick people. So I know what the Most High is showing me is all of y'all jobs. I'm going to be the CEO. I'm going to be the CEO. Put me in the seat. Call me 49. If whatever number election this is. I'm just saying. How you a healer and you afraid to be around the sick? For the ones down here. Make it make sense. I don't get it. How you supposed to be brave in a time when you gotta do a mission that is only specified for you to be brave? I don't think you are a soldier in the army of your Lord, if that's who you doing it for. Now for those up here, the one up here, the two down, yeah? The one in the two-way. It's 1-on-1 and it's 2-on-2. What the heck is going on, YouTube? Y'all making me laugh. YouTube is a funny place. It do make me laugh. Now, your mission, your assignment, you will not be able to refuse it when it is yours. This is village living of everybody knowing their place. See, the problem is we forgot that in the village, yes, there are some that is crazy. Yes, there's some that is insane. Yes, there's some that cannot walk. Yes, there's some that cannot talk. Yes, there's some that cannot hear. Yes, there's some that don't have none of this. Yes, there's some that might not have this. Yes, there's some that's walking like this here. But in that village, is it not the village that's raising them people who like that? And y'all call them aliens because they look like they different when they still come from out the same place. That's why you able to find the remnants of them or the statues honoring the ones who were the eyeballs out because they rectified them in that way to make them feel even more better than they self. Humans, we have a problem. It's a people problem because we don't know how to be we people. Because them over there is the ones that telling us not to help one another. They uphold the wrongdoings. I'm about to go off on something else I just seen, y'all. Forget all of that. With this Diddy thing, y'all need to shut it down. Because you know one thing, for anyone who trying to say that somebody else is trying to come against their own people for some pedophilic acts, y'all wouldn't be satisfied until it happened to one of your children. If they were on them tapes, y'all will be ready to do him something. So go play with yourself the way that you think you playing with other people for the sake of having something to talk about on YouTube. This is real life. That ain't fake what was going on. That's the divide. That's how we know who is the dirty Moors or not. By how they trying to say just because of what it is that he was talking about what needs to happen in the community while he was doing the opposite. It don't make no sense when I just told y'all that I could have been a part of that. And I know that the mission that the Most High had me on was to be there during them times as a pregnant woman that could have got done up by Diddy group that was trying to lure me in. I ain't come to play with y'all on that. Y'all really have a mission. Stick to y'all mission. Don't do nothing else outside of that. For those of us who will do the spiritual work, leave it to us. Because y'all ain't us. And that's where we get they not like us from. All right? If y'all do, if you lay bricks, May saying, and be free with it. But for those of us who walking on the stars while we on earth, because we mapping them out, navigating through this life, go sit your seat down somewhere. You not us. We are not them. We are different, definitely. Because we not just seeing with 12 zodiacs you telling us that's there. We know that there's 24 plus a 24 more because you ain't been there. You ain't been there for. Don't even try. Come back on to the kiddie pool. Matter of fact, don't even get in the kiddie pool. Sit your ass on a lawn chair that is right on the side of the water. You ain't ready to get in the waters. You just stick to what it is that you're doing outside of the waters. Because matter of fact, everything that you're using, if you get in the waters with it, you're gonna shock yourself. Not for the ones that's not up here. Because I'm down for it today. This is the last Sunday. Ain't enough Chiefs. There's too many Chiefs, is what I'm saying. We need some sanctifying up on this earth. Because this the last time that I'm going to cry for somebody trying to stop me from doing something good for the ones that's not down here and the one that is up here. Because there's some weird stuff going on. I'm trying to figure it out because I ain't going to lie to y'all. My daddy told me some stuff. If the Most High would have allowed him when he was to pass away to do, he'll be doing little jokes on his family. So I'm like, if you told me about man having a supernatural ability to walk through walls and stuff like this, and then other people could go find out that that type of stuff exists, and then is you doing it? But the joke ain't gonna be on me because I know how we will bind it. My ace, right? So I'm calling the Father to guide me to not slap some out of somebody for trying to stop me from doing good. I'm just using that as a word. So that's why I call on the Father. I got to tame me. That's why I call on the Father. That's why I call on God, because I'm like, I know how easy it is to do somebody something for trying to stop you from doing what is right. If that ain't never happened to y'all, then y'all ain't got to worry about it. But Lord, how often do it happen to me? And I'm like, why are they trying to do that to me? They must want me to turn hard cold. They think that I'm like that because of the words that I use. Hit you hard to make you not be cold. You see? You ever heard somebody say, I'll hit you so hard I'll knock some fire on that ass? But not physically hitting you. I don't want to do that. Why am I saying I can do it? My name is still Smith. Until somebody changes, I'm a hit. I'm a hit. I'm telling you, I'm a hit. My target. I ain't targeting nobody, but as long as they try to target me when I am interacting, I'm gonna hit my target. What is that? Your heart. Because I'm gonna show you how we not the same. You trying to instill fear in me for something that the Most High bestowed upon me to do, and you fearful of. So who is going to do it? Somebody, it still gotta get done. I'm gonna do it because it was bestowed upon me. Now try to stop me one more time and see what it's gonna be. I'm light some fire on that ass. I hope you got enough wax to your candle, because if not, then you just gonna be a burnt wick. It don't last, is what I'm saying. This is not a joke. I'm saying it sound like a parable, but I'm thinking about that fire to your heart. This is why you light your heart with passion, because you know that I could be. See, they tried to use the analogy of me saying that I place myself at every position as being an agent Smith. But I'm about to tell you something. The lady who wrote the Matrix movie told y'all, the Matrix book told you the movie ain't nothing like her book. That's cognitive dissonance, when you don't listen to the person who told you what it was that they created and how they meant it. That's what they meant. That is the sentiment. It is written. It's cemented. Now, if somebody else changes what she wrote, then that's what they meant based on what she presented. All right, bring it back to the mission. My mission is my mission. Don't get in the way. If you get in the way, I'm going to put you in your place, and I'm going to use what it is that the Most High give me. If you get hurt by me telling you what it is that the Most High bestowed upon me to do something good for someone else, and you get hurt, you hurt yourself. For the ones that's not up here, it's two recordings being done at the same time, a PC and a phone. It's different sights to see, right? But as above, so below, because I'm still saying the same message. Now, I thought about what happened earlier with the audio. Is that's going to prove that this device is hacked and somebody is messing with my audio. Pow, gotcha. And this one is going to prove what is the interference, right? Hey, thank y'all. This too. What is the smoking gun? What's being done right here? They never thought a time was gonna come. It came, and I'm so glad. Why did it come this day when I'm feeling the way I'm feeling? And I analyze that people have a hard time being in their place. They don't know what they're passionate about. For the ones that down here, and at that same pursuit of not knowing but wanting to know what they're passionate about, they look at certain things about other people and say, oh, I like that about them, but I'm not that, so let me stop them from being who they are. I keep telling y'all, I'm a 9. Any analogy you can think about when you think about a number 9, think about it in a good way. And if you think about it in a bad way, because that's your opposition. So I'm telling you, that's just what you get. You either gonna do two things, right? With your 9. I'm talking to the love in me right now. Because I was about to talk to the lover of me, but I'm not gonna do him like that right here. Because that's a different heartfelt moment about me being his 9. Because only he can hold me like he hold me. He know that I will not. But I'm gonna save that for later, right? So, we in a group. We working together. We on the same team. I'm the 9 though. So what that mean? You got to know how to hold me. You got to know when to use me, because I already told you I have the idea for these weapons that are not going to fire when you are trying to fire unjustly. I already gave the computer the whole design. Told you how it worked off of your biorhythms. Why? Because your body have an algorithm that you naturally put out. This is what we already know. This is what we use infrared technology for, biotechnology. It shows you the colors of your auras, definitely. How do I know? Because the military have devices that see through walls, your bio, whatever. They show you how they know where you sitting. Who is not ignorant. I just love to know all kind of stuff about men because I wanted to know what they like. Because I like them. I know they my devil. But this is for the mothers of those devils that I'm interacting with, because I'm a mother. So I'm going to be in a mother's group doing what it is that us mothers do. And then sometimes we're going to be in co-ed spaces where mothers and fathers are together, because we have to commune to know that men keep women being women and women keep men being men. But I'm not about to let a man make me act like him or his woman. Now, I'm your 9 in our group. I'm not going to misfire. And when you fire me, let me release, get me on the right target. I'm going to hit the mark, not the target. I'm going to hit the mark. And I'm not shooting no points at none of them, because I love Mark the Messenger. But he's not a mark. I'm saying, don't think you're going to use me against the will of the Most in my life. That's self-destructive. Remember, I am the one who's always advocating against self-destruction. There are some people who will tell you that you're heading for self-destruction, but they won't tell you how not to get there. I am the one who's telling you how not to get there, for your error is against me in error. That's what's getting you to self-destruction. Trying to stop somebody from doing what is right and what is appointed and anointed for their life. Now, for those who want to think that I'm disturbing your life is because you want me in it and I'm not there. You're actually missing my presence for what it is that you know I'm capable of bringing to any table. I got tables I have made, and I can bring that to you if you desire. Now, let's get something else clear for those who down here and for none who up here. Thank y'all for those of you who down here. For whatever comments y'all got, I can't see it. I'm not looking at it. I don't want nobody asking me about if I support Palestine or Israel, because I'm going to spank both of them. You have to engage. Nobody war by themselves. They just going to be testing their weapons. Y'all both engaged in this. Whether I feel about the conditions of what people saying to try to persuade me somewhere, for the ones down here, because y'all got it in the comments. I don't got no comments up here. See how there's 2 different streams? I gotta be sensible. I'm for y'all not fighting at all. How about that? Now, on a mission to do what is right. It does not involve you having to pick up no gun, no nothing like that. There's an old lady that needs to get across the street for real this time. How do you know? Because you see that she barely can walk. She walking, but she barely can. The Most High bestowed it upon you to take her across that street. Before you get across that street, there's somebody else standing at the corner, sitting at the bus light or whatever. Oh, don't help that old lady. She always walking across the street and needs somebody to help her across the street. You don't know what she could do to you. You sitting right there. That's how I gotta get control of me. Cause I know I give people looks that they can't take. It's written all over my face. I don't have to say a word. That's what they be thinking. Sometimes I would just make faces for nothing. Just to see what people gonna say. But this time, dude, shut the hell up. You've been sitting here the whole time the lady needed to get across the street. And you could get up, but you not. You just loitering. Shut up and let me do what I got to do. That's what you need to do, collective. Because I'm figuring out that those of us who have a good heart and to help anybody, other people always try to deter us from doing that. But it's not because that's not part of their mission. They are the deterrent to see that the Most High is using them to see if you going to stay on your mission. That's what happens. The Most High do that. I want to see how dedicated you're going to be to this mission. I want to see if you're going to continue on going through, even though I'm sending roadblocks. I want to see if you're going to be a roadblock knocker. What is a roadblock knocker? You moving through like an armored tank. You ain't got to worry about nobody being on no battleship or no Trojan horses no more. Trojan horse was the first armored tank, right? When people get on the inside of it, somebody might have thought that the first armored tank was when Jonas was inside the well. Jonas rode the well from the inside. Now he's talking about, oh, that's a different symbology, Raven. But I can think about really people actually doing that for real. Why? Because they had animal tamers all of our existence. That's why they talked about animal tamers in the beginning of the book of Genesis. And when they talking about Adam, right? It wasn't something that wasn't there for nobody to see. You can't name what you didn't see. So you named it what you saw, but you made it fantasized, romanticized it. But it's still the truth because it's talking about people's behaviors. Now, where I'm at with it, spiritual behaviors. Your spiritual behavior is a blocker when you try to stop somebody else for to do good, right? But you are an enlightener in a way because you enlighten them to their righteousness and for them to keep on going and doing what is right. If they don't continue to keep on doing what is right, then you were definitely a disabler. You disabled them, you disarmed them. You made them stop on that good mission. Please, y'all, don't let people stop y'all from doing what's right. You see something that you know is not right, say no, don't do that. That's not right. That's what all of us have been talking about. That's all we've been talking about. If you see something that you know somebody is in help and they in need, and the Most High put it upon you, don't let that second guess, that doubt. Because see, that moment you fear that something could happen, that's surely you're opening the door for those things that followed the thought. The door is closed because you didn't think about it. That's how we know. Let me go slow because I got to remember that everybody is not accelerated in that manner. It might seem like I'm jumping all over the place. I'm not. But all right. We talking about open doors and closed doors right now. Because I got past the village. Not everybody gonna know their place, but that's why everybody gonna get put in their place. If they don't know what their place is right now, they better find out pretty soon with all of these things that is definitely about to happen. And I'm thinking about this for something that I seen with that wave of whatever's going on astrologically, and then the dish and the bowl is supposed to be pouring out over Capricorn. Do you know what happens when you getting poured down on, showered down on? Somebody might say something bad. But what I know, if you like showers like me, hey, oh, I could go out in the rain and let it fill up. And I'm going to swim. Hope you can too. So, this is the door being closed to bad thoughts, that doubt, that fear. You know the mission being put up on you. This person is in need. I must do this. Somebody else is a disabler. Their fear is the door to all other things that goes along with that fear. The moment, all right, let me let my brother come through. All right, Passe Raven, because he was in my mind the other day. What a tangle web we weave when we conspire to conceive. What a tangle web we weave when we conspire to conceive. What a tangle web we weave when we conspire to conceive. Why we have to conspire to conceive? There's multiple reasons. He's talking about a love song. Because you know they already don't want us here, right? So we have to conspire to conceive. That's where all of the push and pull, the run and chase come from. Because if you do too much planning on conception, then you'll be doing it in vitralization style, not naturally, right? However, any way you do it, that's good for you if you get what it is that you decided that you wanted. That's what life brings forward, right? Now, what a tangle where we weave when we conspire to conceive. You're conspiring to conceive fear, doubt, animosity, and all of those other things for someone else's life based on what it is that you are fearful of. If I let your fear walk through the door of my surety, then surely the door for all of your other doubts have been brought into my dome, Messiah. Not this dome. I had a little chant I used to say. I'm in my own zone. I'm in my own dome. Even when you think I'm not home, I'm always home. I'm in my own dome. I'm in my own zone. Even when you think I'm not home. That's for me. That's my little chant, a mantra that keep me going. Somebody probably got wind of it. Oh no, they want to do more head magic. No, baby, it don't work like that. Do not pay attention to when I told you that I got hit in the front of my head with a rock that was from the side of the train tracks that could have killed me, that I blacked out and came back just like that. I didn't ask nobody to do that to me. I forgave that person. And I can still be around them. And I laugh at it like, yeah, you know what you did for me. So when we talk about people's pineal gland or pineal gland being calcified by what they eat and all this and that, we have people who are not like some of y'all people think y'all are or who y'all are. They have to do everything that you have to do in order to be activated. Some type of way, all this. I didn't have it like that earlier, but it's been a lot going on. Don't get in my way, is all I'm saying. I kept saying that from the beginning. They don't want to stop doing what it is that they doing, messing with my devices, whatever else it is. And I be like, damn, it's gotta be an alien. Come on down, please. Is that what y'all acting like? Show your face. I want to see if you got wiggly arms like this and how you gonna be walking or whatever. If you look like Ben 10, can you transform like that? That'll be something spectacular to me because in my childhood days, if I want to be childish, I wanted to see every last bit of all of what it was that they were showing me on TV that I thought could have been real. When they said it was science fiction, I wanted to see what part was the fiction and what part was the true science. I'm hearing somebody now say, wherever they is real, they is real. They doing what you said they was doing. They staying away from us on this level because they figured it's the lowest level. We think we have the most superior. Is not of knowledge, but it's not really that superior yet. Right? Oh my goodness. Until all people amalgamated into one people, then it ain't really we people. It's just us over here and them over there. They not like us. And he ain't even like them or himself that he whatever. Is so much going on. It's crazy. It make you laugh to keep from crying. But I could not find this moment that I'm in right now other than what I'm doing right now. It's making fun of the shit that is funny that people do, but not fun. It's funny ways. That's funny way. It's funny acting. Wishy washy. You want to do good for these group of people over here, but this is the person that you can obviously see is in need. Something wrong with you. I pray for you because that's what I was told to do today. I was told I got to pray for you every day that you mature spiritually. I got to pray every day. Somebody saying, Raven, we do want to hear you pray, but you talk about you don't pray in public. I don't because I got to go in my private place because I know if the enemy hear my prayers that he would not be working overtime to try to backstab me, he or she, whoever they are, because they not me. Just in that moment, the babies, the transitioning of what it is that's happening right now is a shift of power. The dawning of a new age is what it has been called multiple times throughout the generations. We can feel it happening here right now, even denser than what we have previously. Why? Because there's more of us who are consciously aware of the effects that everything has on everything. Mhm. Isn't it a wonderful feeling? It's wonderful. No matter how heavy it may be right now, we got to know what part of the tide we are in. There's the high tide and there's the low tide, right? What is high tide and what is low tide? High tide is when the waters are way up, it's elevated. They're real high in those places where, they have higher elevated lands. All of the water go inland as high tide, right? Some people areas they make barricades, barriers, or whatever. We see this. Shout out to those who are able to show us that type of living from those who are in Fiji. And I want to give a shout out to Uriah because I'm subscribed to him in Fiji, and I'm watching this and I'm living like I'm looking at a living that I'm seeing and I'm recognizing some of the people that almost look in some of the same. Well, okay, but I like it. They present what it is. So I watch them. Like I say, they make a barrier for when the high tide is in there, building up with brick and cement, right? But what I'm talking about is the emotional high tide with the waters that we are feeling. Some of us are not doing so well in the high tide. How are you getting poured out on? The cup is not empty because the source is not empty that life come from, right? The source of life is eternal. Let's get that clear. You can't turn off and turn on what is already what it is eternal. So now here it is, the cup that is eternal. It's being poured heavily. Why? Because we need. Is what he's saying. Some people need so much that they don't need. They just want it in excess, right? Not just about having a storehouse. They might have storehouses. This is where we can see people making videos of grocery stores having to throw everything away that has been harvested from the earth, that does nothing but make trash. It can't feed nobody. Hopefully, it can be able to be fertilizer though if they dispose of it the right way in compost and stuff like that. Maybe the plants don't want to eat it, right? Because that's another story about them eating everything, especially when it's been emulsified and becomes soil. So here it is. Even with the high tide, these waters, abundant eternal life pouring out from the infinite source. Infinite mean that it's It don't run out. That E on infinity don't mean that it stop at an end. It might for you and I on this level, but how we know, right? They got people that been there. They say they been there. They only been to the light, but like you ain't see nothing else after light. You was stuck in limbo. So now we back at this stage that what's going on while we eat a fish in the ocean. Piscean. Well, we getting caught up with the current? How many different currents do they got? The rip current, rip tide, high tide, low tide, rip tide, a whirlwind current, different type of action going on. Huh? School officials swoop you in. How we see it. You walk around that water, you get in there, you trap. The sharks do the same thing to some of their prey. Now what's dropping that they need to be dropping? Nobody's here. But anyway, somebody must be outside up under the house or something like that. Ain't nobody up in here. I done been through every room that they got. And there ain't no attic for the hide on in unless they upstairs where nobody ain't supposed to be. Now back to the tide. Are you tired of the tide that we're in? That's why I keep telling y'all about conditioning yourself spiritually for these times. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy going on. Excuse me, activation of the waters. What is it? Hot spurts. Dang, look at that. What's going on over there in the Gulf? 1, 2, 3, 4. Who is thinking about those things not coming together? Let them stay in a place one at a time, Most High. But we know that a lot of people don't look at what is already been tested and the projections that are good projections for a thought of where your life gonna be at in the next 10 years within the Gulf, not even the next 10 years. How many of y'all know that they putting devices out in the Gulf to cool it down so that these storms don't become hyper cyclones? Somebody said a cyclone already. I said, oh no, not a cyclone, because a cyclone is different than a hurricane. Look it up. He just gave you the movie the last day on Earth or whatever. That's the movie was. But nonetheless, all of this activity in my theoretical mindset is just an activation of what it is that is in response to us being aware that we have supernatural abilities that are connected to the earth because we are supernaturally connected to everything in life, no matter how low or high you think that you are. No one has really been to the deepest bottoms of the bottoms to come back and be in that mindset to tell you that they was definitely there. We know we say we feel like we've been down so low, but we only been down to the first level of the earth. And if spiritually you can remember being in Argatha, which you would say is underneath the waters where the lava come from that makes the land that we stand upon this day, what form would you be in? Spirit? The fire within. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it pulled out on me because I don't want to be burnt up in the wrong type of passion. I want to have the passion with a flame that is not a flame that burns, but a flame that burns. Do you get it? Does it make sense? Or am I not speaking phonetically enough for you who are very literate to understand? I don't want to get too advanced for those who may be late. Right? I want to keep it right in the middle. Let me know if y'all understand what I'm talking about. Now, well, even all of the stuff that I'm saying right now, I'm recognizing the energies and this and that, what's going on. What do I have control of? The only thing that I have control of right now, excuse me, right now, is these two devices that I can control. I can control my emotions. We've seen that. I've been displaying that since the beginning. And I do that well because I have no violent offenses on my records. I don't attack, I fight back. Is it painful or is it pain and suffering? Punitive damages. What is the collateral damage? Is there any collateral damage? Somebody don't want me to have collateral. I know that. It is the damage they already did to themselves. Um, but the punitive damages, what is the punitive damage? For my pain and suffering. Mental attacks, right? Gang stalking actually being proven, brought to people's attention who were of supposedly justice systems, those who are officials, and recognizing everything else that's going on. And yeah, the degradation that was attempted on me that allow my children to be part of the attempts as well for real, right? See, I'm not trying to proclaim that I'm something that is seeing way beyond what it is that anybody can see. I'm telling you that when the Most High give me a message to give to you all and say what it is that's being said is because it's coming from the Most High. If I channel something, that was because I was doing that channeling. How do you do a channeling? You get outside of yourself and you think and meditate on the thing that you're channeling. That's how you do it. It's either going to come to you with something or not. But then, you know, everything could be faked. You'll know it if it resonates with you or not. But let me unpack for a minute because what I'm seeing is, damn, it's always something about when I start doing something that I already been doing at a higher volume, what an attempt for to stop me comes in at. As long as I ain't doing nothing, I'm like, but damn, maybe I should have been the one who was married when I was 19 years old. So all I could do is lay up and have a baby every damn year or something. Is this the ploy? Is it somebody in my life who's regretful of the choice that they made opposite of where I'm at? I'm single and happy. Yes, I have two children and they happy. Do they feel like they depraved? No, because I told you already that they think that I am the one who owns the world. And on several occasions in their adolescentry, or tolerantry, they have said it. They almost made me believe it. And I'm looking at the change that's supposed to go along with that because I know I wouldn't give me a 2-bedroom house with one bathroom when I know I need more space for that because I got so much in here that needs to be made. It's just so. Anyway, now I'm at, I already said this was the last Sunday. I'm letting somebody else make me cry behind something that I'm doing for somebody that the Most High told me that I need to do it for, and they trying to stop me. And no, I know it don't make sense why I'm crying behind something like that, but I'm crying because of the person who it was. That's your heart. I'm not looking at people what they have no more. Because what you have don't mean shit. It look like the more people have, the more shittier they are. That's all I'm saying. There ain't no complaint. This is in actuality. If it was not the truth, then we would not see what's going on with those who we idolize. I know I'm ranting and I'm raving, and I have every right to do so. Go ask the rantings. Thank you, Papa. Hit bam on that. Thank you, Daddy. So now, it's the last Sunday. They got too many chiefs, not enough Indians. They got a lot of them pretendings, talking about their village, but don't know where to try. Putting each other in home way. You ain't nothing but a lie. Talking about you know me, but you don't even care. I tried to give you all my love, but you don't want me there. You ain't nothing but a great pretender, is all I see. You pretending like you are me, but you not, because I know your works. And because of you, I won't no longer. I'm letting you go. I'm not gonna hurt. Not hurting for no one else's folly no more. I am no longer your scapegoat. I'm gonna skate on all of what it is that they thought they wrote for me. You see, because what I see is a whole lot of foolery. Somebody doing something. It's not a lie. I have the evidence right now. Two live streams off of two different devices out of the same account. Should it be? Maybe it's built into the technology. I'm pretty sure my YouTube person is going to remind me. Thank you, Sherry Man. Thank you. I'm staying strong. I'm trying to. You can't be too strong because you can't do it on your own. But I'm thanking the Most High for allowing me to even do anything at all. Because I never know when. I done been from every particular aspect that you can ever think. I first started crawling. after I was carried. And then when I was walking, I learned how to ride. What was that? A bike. And then after I learned how to ride the bike, I started driving. After I was driving, I went back to walking. And from walking, I rode the bus. But after I rode the bus, I was able to start back riding my own vehicle. Why am I using that as something? Because you're never going to be in one predicament your whole entire life. And if you treat the people who are on your journey right, when you are encountering them, when it's your turn to receive, you'll be able to. It's supposed to come natural. It's supposed to come natural. Not just for the ones that's close to me, because I already told you all the ones that's closest would do you the mostest. It's a it's something about entertaining these angels. This is discernment, knowing the spirit by the spirit. Don't get me wrong. People are very, very, very skilled and advanced as cloaking themselves as just being pure light. No, I ain't never told nobody that I'm pure light. Why would that mean? So how you see my light? How are you able to see my light if I don't have a darkness? If I didn't come out of the darkness, didn't they say that from out of the light comes the darkness? But the darkness was there before the light existed. But what darkness that y'all think it is? See, y'all thought the darkness was something that was bad when you thinking about a shadow, right? The shadow that move along the side of a person or a side of an object that is a distorted view of them. Darkness is not distorted. Darkness is darkness, but nobody told you that darkness was evil, because if the light is good, how does light come out of something that is evil and the light is good? See? That's how they play color semantics on your mind. So when they play the color semantics on your mind with telling you that the darkness was evil, you're going to recognize it as being yourself when they told you you was black and that you were darker than those that was lighter. And now you do get caught up in the race war. I don't war with race. I am either going to run away and try to win, or I'm not. I'm going to sit on the sideline and coach those who running in the race. That's why we are not the same. We different. I ain't gonna say you not we, is you might be a distorted version of we, but we not the same in our characteristics. I don't want to wind up in no wars of race, but this is what I'm telling you. I know about the semantics, the word play. And I'm going to tell you, a long time ago, somebody in my family sent word to me through family that was close to say, stop talking about what it is that you be talking about. Think I don't know who I'm up against. But that person was military forces. All right, all right, all right. So now the redirect to all of that. That's why I said this Sunday is the last Sunday that will ever anybody do me that again. All right. So on the congratulatory part, to keep up with that from the attitude of yesterday, because I don't want that to be taken away. What it is, glorifying the things that we are doing right, honoring one another in the situations that are these hard tasks of some of these things that I have been discussing about, as far as us being the villagers of the village without those walls, because you got to remember that the Most High said that the church have to come out of the walls. The sanctuary is not the church. The people that are in the place is the church. The conglomerate of you all together is what makes the church. Okay, so we are the church wherever we are, and then two or more of us that come in agreement at one time are definitely anointed by the Most High to be. So now we are in service of one another. This is where what I was trying to say on the other day of not coveting thy neighbor comes from. Because what it is that I have, if my neighbor is in need, then yes, surely they have. I become a storehouse, especially if I feel that I am being blessed abundant, because it's nothing about being less, right? To be less of what? Less stress. Y'all grasping concepts that you did not create and putting a different tone on it. The blessing, for those of you who want to know what was the breakdown of be less. Be less stressed. Be less impoverished. Be less of a heartache. Be less of a pain. When you be less of a pain, that don't mean you being more of that pain that you are. Or you that state of what you are. To be less of it, right? For all of the things that are bad, you won't be more of it. For all the things that we know, we saying we counting our blessings, because these are the things that are helping us to not be less than what we are. They actually gives us more. Know something. Use it for how you want it, but this is where you get it. When it comes to the breakdown, to be less. You ain't think about being less or breaking it down in that manner, but it became something that you thought about. And when you thought about it, you didn't see who it was that you thought about it from, because somebody else made you think of it by sharing what it was that was already presented before you. Now, this is the shake up for real. Damn, this woman saying that she, yes, because I'm not gonna tell you no lie. Why I'm gonna lie on myself? Somebody else gonna lie on me because they don't know where they got it from. They can't tell you that. We got an emperor who's in contempt of court, who's running from some bounty hunters. You see, that's why I can't do it on my phone. They probably don't want me to do it on my phone. If you're playing in my energy, don't think that you're not going to get. Look how he sleep. He sleep with a smile on his face. He want to live in all of his dreams. He got a crown on. But he's in contempt of court, and the bounty hunters are running from him. You need the detox. Can't be honest for nothing. You see how you barely can see it, but I see it because I see the things that are not there. I read between the lines on them, in them, between, or not even what they was even on the line. It was finally through your transmission of your mind. You didn't know that you was talking to me like that. But what you came in reverse on, because I'm giving them to you how you come in reverse 6. But when you reverse what it was that was written on here as a 6, you didn't know that I'm the 9. I'm shooting every time. I already told you that I'm going to make sure I not miss my mark because my hands is being guided by the Most High. Irresponsible. See, this says 6 is a responsible, living, empathetic, comforting, and affectionate person, but you're opposite of what your energy is supposed to be in as a 6. And then you try to flip the script on me, and you can't flip a script on a 9 if you're a 6, because that's what the 9 is. You put me in my place, but that's why I'm on top. Let's see how I flip. I am a main woman. That's what you didn't want to believe. Somebody I'm talking to. You see, there's a whole lot of lines right here, right? What it say about a main woman? But I'm looking at the red. It's a red card. Did I not read you right? No, it was that I did read you right, that you got mad about me reading you right. You felt hurt because what I gave you was the truth. Oh, don't they say the truth hurt? How I hurt you if I ain't put my hands on you? Make it make sense. Do you have some? Make it common. I am a main woman. I'm doing my story now today because this is the last Sunday. I'm telling y'all that somebody gonna be in their energy or not. You know, all right. All right, what they trying to do. She could be a judge, inventor. She might want to drive a Benz. She could be a franchise owner. She can drive a Jag if she wanted to. She's a leader, definitely. She's a philanthropist, an entrepreneur. She might want to drive a BMW if she wanted to, if these are things that are vain. She might want to drive a Rolls Royce if she wanted to, if that's what you're thinking with the things of in vain. Because, see, that's what y'all look at as a main woman. But the main things that's on him is important, is a judge, inventor, self made, a philanthropist, and a leader. These are the things that come along with that. Why? Because as you increase and go up the ladder, then they get a little bit better. Not looking for what it is that's luxurious other than what is already coming out of someone that is abundant. Oh, that's how the game got to get played. Then I could do that for to get that if that's what that's gonna make y'all look at me as. But I know that I am someone who have a sense of being able to judge situations for myself. But on the other hand, how he coming is gonna be upside down. What is that? The board meetings y'all was having. What I'm gonna say about the board meeting? This is called a conference call. I didn't allow you to call nobody on conference with me. Did you alert me that we were on a conference call? And when the call get disrupted, I'm not calling back, because don't ever call somebody on the phone with me and not let them know or let me know. Why? Because everybody who on a conference call get each other number. So now my calls not working right, my YouTube not working right, point blank period. Don't ever think you can do some shit like that to me and I'ma just stand for that. You weren't heaven sent. That's what you want to be, but you blew it. That's clear. I lied about my marriage. I lied about my marriage. All up in reverse with the same energy. All three of y'all on a call, a three-way call. What am I playing? I'm not playing. But this is what y'all like to do, games for people who could just tell you what it is. Don't do this to me. I'm giving you energy. I'm feeling I shouldn't have to write nothing down to show you and be like, oh, well, that person intuitive, this and that. And the more they don't be around persons, they know more of the persons. A 579 in reverse. That's why. Oh my goodness. That's why. That's why. Yay. Okay. So what I just said is confirming what it is. Because I'm telling you, ain't nothing wrong with me being by myself. And y'all 211 was in reverse. Everything is on camera. See? It was a attempt. Always. But on the flip side of it, everything that they meant for my bad always turned out to my good because they running off the codes in the system. That's who they are. That's what the NPCs do. They got to go with the systematic codes. They not going with the spiritual codes. So when they do a systematic code that is a foul, it always turn good in my sense. I told y'all stop attempting. You supposed to be healing. I'm a healer. Any attempt against what heals you is gonna kill you. You doing too much. And it's not killing you that you gonna drop dead. It's like that ego. Oh, I didn't know. She was telling my soul. Remember when they was talking about the woman who they was talking about in their song when she said, if you touch her, you might leave your fingerprints on her skin? I said that. They wrote it in a song because they didn't think that there was the truth. You touched me and I felt your soul is corrupted. You a light? Man, y'all need to start saying shit that y'all want people to believe in you as. Right? If I touch the light, I'm going to feel what it feel like. I don't have to worry about certain lights. That a LED light bulb, I can touch that with my hand all day and not get burned. There's no transfer of energy there. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if for somebody to come play like they my divine masculine, you gotta know what I'm telling you is I'm telling you this because I'm gonna know you. That's what knowing that person mean. Y'all retarded. That's why I say it like that, because now I know that you are. But I didn't know that you were, because the thing that the type of retardation that I'm talking about is trying to play somebody. That's what make you that. Because they telling you who they are. See, a lot of women don't tell y'all who they are or what they can feel. They gonna tell you what you want to think so they can get you, and then they gonna try to figure you out after. But then you get some women who tell you what they can do before, and then y'all be thinking it's not true, so you want to test the waters. I told you, don't trouble the waters. That was yesterday. You got these elite families in reverse. That's what's going on right now. Reverse the curse. Remember? Reverse the curse. Remember? Elite families in reverse. I'm not playing. Somebody didn't want to know about the double for the trouble. This is what they was trying to block. They wanted this to be in reverse, the double for the trouble. But yesterday already proved that it was coming. I'm telling you what they were feeling. This is y'all feeling now. Their mother is ashamed of them. They didn't want to see through what was clear, the clear blue skies, getting you to that place, right? Where you needed to be for to be successful, more successful. But see, what this say on here is we are going to make it teamwork. You ain't want to work together. That's what I've been talking about before I even started pulling these cards. I'm sitting somewhere like this, right here low. But I'm looking up like this here. I'm seeing the whole play. The only ones who knew how I was doing it was the ones that was able to watch the camera all the time. They seen that lady go out there every night, sit out there when I was smoking cigarettes. Yeah. They watched. They watched me do that. They wonder why I was doing that. Right? No, this is the inside part. No. It's already seen because I was doing it on the outside and I wasn't caring who was watching me when I even knew that the cameras were already there. I'm connecting with my, I don't have to say it, all who know. So the cautionary tales, they didn't want to. I'm a, I love you, and I'm afraid to tell you so. You don't have to tell it when you do it. I say that way back, the act of love. What is the act of love? Some had to stop. They say, stop, stop on both sides. No, I'm not. And then they come back, stop again. Okay, that one little thing you do. They don't like this one little thing that I do. I can't help it. I can't turn it off. I'm very, very sensitive about everything that I feel. Touch, taste, smell, see, hear, think. Therefore, I am. He don't like that little one thing I do. This little thing. And then in relations to triangle, yin, mm, yin, yin, yang, yin, yin, yang, the yin, the yang. The yin, the yang, the yin, the yang, the yin, the yang. Which one is which? Don't want me to have a new beginning. Why? Why are you saying shouldn't it be a new beginning? Don't we always talk about these butterflies that we are transitioning, doing new things, and I ain't being new? Why? Because I am going to let somebody else handle that this time. I'm not going to do it. Point blank. Period. What is it about? It is about these landies. That's not right. When you do stuff on sacred ground, see, you barely can see. I gotta hold it back like that. Or try to do things on sacred grounds that's not right. You got to recognize that everything it is that you say that the ancestors is capable of doing becomes the reality that we'll wind up living. How supernaturally. I know I did not have to do that, is what they saying, no, loud and clear. Straight up. Y'all see it how it's coming. Oh, we got something going on with Venus right now. Romance. Venus, they want to romance now. Who is it that want to romance now? A Libra, Taurus, a Libra, Taurus, a Libra with Taurus in a thing. It gotta be bullheaded. A Taurus with Libra and they think they always just. But when they operating in desperation, that's what it is. Saturn, the Capricorn, with Aquarius in the short as the head. Do you see that? That's above that, right? So what is above? The waters. We thinking about it. The waters above. With this show that the Aquarius is about to pour on Capricorn. How long these cards been written? This has been written for over 2 years now. I said, damn, I didn't want to get in no loops. I tried hard to not get in no loops. But then what happened? I became recorded and that put me in the loop. This is for the record. I can't get this breath back. Somebody will try to defile everything that is already presented from the horse's mouth on the inside of things. I'm a horse on the Chinese zodiac, but they won't. I tell you. But still, it's because of the shit that they got on their brain, literally. And they trying to calcify my pineal gland, but they can't. Because I work out of my divine feminine, which is more in my pituitary. My pineal gland was already activated young when I got hit in my medulla oblongata. I didn't tell nobody no lie. My frontal cortex has been right. That put me in equality. And ever since then, I was out for justice. I don't deal with people who do people wrong or not there for them when they are in need. I despise you. You're despicable. Thank you for keeping your word, is what they telling me. Somebody want to be my friend with benefits, but I said no. Point blank, period. They generational wealth that they thought that they could block that is mine, they can't because it's always gonna be there. We generate the wealth. And if I generate enough thoughts of wealth, then I am very wealthy already. I just don't have your dollars. This is where true abundance come from. Not somebody trying to outthank me. I'm not competing with none of y'all for the outthank me. The last person that tried to compete with me for something, they wind up hurting themselves. That's how they always do. They tried to force in prison, keep me trapped. That ain't, but I'm getting all of this back because that's who I am. I had to hoard myself up for what? The tags on the outside. That's how you get a force field. But they didn't know how brave I am. See that? Point blank, period. They wanted me to be head over heels. Maybe they were head over heels. But I can't always be that way. If I have heels on and I put my head over my heels, then that means I'm bottoming out. I gotta walk in my heels. And yes, I have some heels that are very high heels. I used to wear them all the time, but it's not about that. And I still put them on if I want to and walk in them too. I don't put on those shows for no monkey. The monkey gonna show for me. But I'm not calling everybody no monkey because everything in the circus is not a monkey. They got some clowns too. Why wouldn't the people who know about being an elephant want to be one of them? Because at least when they get back right, they gonna rule everything. Let them talk about my nose. It ain't long. It's why. And since I've been doing like this here, getting all of the whiteheads out of my own nose has been making it a little bit pointy. Some of y'all too scared to take care of yourself like that and wondering why your nose looking like it is. I know why mine like it is. You know, the ones of y'all who got all of that up in y'all nose like this here, them little holes everywhere. And that's how they draw the pictures of people who they depicting as aliens with nose, a whole lot of holes in their nose. That's comicals back then. They had it. They had to use what they use in Stone Age. You writing in stone. You cracking your jokes on people who look like what they look. They was who was it? It's the ISIS out here that is so upside down. That must be the imitation. That's the imitation. She's a sometimes moon goddess. Ah, all of it's coming out. Now I'm getting all of the name. Is the face is making sense now. Just put it like that. And the whole story is making sense now. They told y'all something was coming. Look what I've been in. That's the energy I've been in. It's facing me. I ain't gonna even lie. All those that say you love me, I know you not. I definitely been in that energy. It's facing me. I ain't about to deny it. Let this be for the record. Point blank, period. Now it's facing me. Somebody got to be the lookout. Tell my spy boy, get ready. Or they been ready because they so crazy. They the kind I like. They so loco. Mucho loco. Somebody got to be the lookout. Tell my spy boy, say get ready. Maybe my spy boy ain't a spy boy. He's a spy girl. One of them, right? They want to be, but they not. But mine is great at what he do. My spy boy. That's my boy. What was upside down about him? That they was trying to count my money. Why were they trying to count my money? They wanted to see my spending habits. They wanted to know if I was responsible enough to work with the amounts that I had to work with. Maybe she's a liability. Maybe she got habits that are uncontrollable, accessible. Oh gosh, what is going on? Who's this lady? I'm trying to figure out where she's going, her motive, this and that. We ain't talking. Why you gotta do all the sneaky ass shit and just talk? Whoever had ever been around my father, if you know what he told you and you didn't follow what he told you about me, then you didn't listen. That means you're retarded. I heard him tell you. All you have to do is ask her and she gonna tell you about her. Y'all, don't listen. Now, for anybody who never met my father, and I told you something that was in secret. How did I tell it to you in secret? Because you was watching me on my phone anyway. He ain't been back since then. Now you got him disappointed because he was appointing spiritually you. Don't worry about what I think I know or what I do know. Because we talk about the interference. We already seen it on the one and on the two. These down low men and women that is messing shit up. I'm not holding back no more. Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool to you? They don't want me to talk my talk though, but it's being showed to you loud and clear. This is the cautionary words that I'm telling you. Cautionary words that I'm telling you. And I have my rights too. And if I can't have rights, then you already know I'm not about to hate on nobody. I'm going to say level it out. Nobody get rights. What is the right? Why would I have the right to talk when I was born free to do that? You see what I'm saying? But they'll say I'm hating though. I'm making you think. Think about this. It's not titled on this one because it was titled. Well, it might be titled on. It was titled on the time when they say they couldn't hear me. When I figured out there was interference, point blank, period. My homeboy wants you and think I don't know. I know. I know you know. But what could we do about that? Point blank, period. On both sides. We know that we know that very clear. But now this is where it's at. I got to be through the ether. I'm like, oh my God. Did I do something wrong by coming out on YouTube, speaking spiritual stuff, talking about the stuff that I was putting on Facebook in the amplified value? Hooking up with people that were already talking about some of these things too, that we were unaware of each other in that particular capacity. But then sometimes you think people aren't aware of you, but they are. You just not aware of who share what you share, that share what they share, that share what they share, but it still have you as the originator of the content. Point blank, period. They had a twisted point of view that now is possibly coming into view because C is upside down. See what I'm saying? Their point of view was twisted because I go for year hiatus on anything. I could stop doing a whole lot of stuff for lots of years if I want to. That's hell of a control. She's hell of a point blank, period, on both sides. To the one that's watched my fingernails, come do them. Don't complain about it. I'm going to talk to you like my daddy used to say. If you see something that needs to be done, don't complain about it. Do something. Do something about it. You think they need to be done? Come do them. I have forgiveness. I figured that out. Yeah, they didn't think that I did. And that's why it's in reverse. Because it was facing me. I act like I don't forgive people, but I do because I know y'all don't know no better. And who was it? They thought I was a mean mama. Yay, but that's in reverse. Do you see that? Because what you found out, I'm the main woman. I'm not a mean mama. Actually, I'm too soft. What do you know? I do everything up in here. They don't have no chores, even though they know how to do it. I still do it. They got the chore of being a damn child, staying in a child place. Don't grow up too fast. Don't be worrying about no little boys. Stay out of a whole group of girls. Keep one good friend. If you got two, you're very, very special. Point blank, period, on both sides of whatever it is. I have erred, so they shall not, and I err no more with childish ways. When you a child, you do as a child. When you know better, you do better. And I don't have to learn nothing else more than what it is. Who facing me with they attributes that ain't right? Don't know how to be in the aspect of what they need. See, what y'all not recognizing is that this energy that you're feeling of this Virgo ain't right, but they facing me because I gotta face them. That's my energy that's correcting the heart of the Virgo out of control aspect. See, y'all think it's Saturn. Saturn about to lose his rings. It's been Jupiter the whole time. Whatever energy that's there is out of order. But Capricorn say, all right, go ahead on with that. Y'all can see, y'all gonna see. How do I know? Because I know my divine masculine and the Capricorn in his way. Even though they want to pinpoint him to the one him, I'm never gonna tell you him because I won't give him up in that way. Y'all work like that. Y'all backstabbers for real. I don't operate like that. Now, what is needed to heal all of this stuff? I give you the gift of rose quartz. And I'm definitely going to give you that for your words sound power for you to be in the right manner. Virgo, one of you. Who is that? And I'm going to always be in my mission. That is my statement. My mission from the Most High. You can't not, you will not, and you shall not deter me from that. You won't do that. See that? I'm studied approved. I have studied. So I studied to show myself approved. And once I know that I have a conflict of interest with the things that are not fitting in the systematical way that they have been drafted, I depart from them because that is not a house that is fitting for me to live in. Point blank, period, on both sides is decrepit. A living spirit don't live in a decrepit place. A dead soul will. That's why y'all see demonic things happening. They talking about what it is, the deliverance. They trying to. I know people been trying to project that on me when I already told y'all. So I said my father said if the Most High had allowed him to play little tricks on his family, if he get in heaven to do something, that's how it worked. And that's what he would do. I don't have horrors over here. I have people who try to terrify me, but they're in reverse. Let's see what they say. You need to stay out of it. That don't have nothing to do with you, especially in my house. I ain't never told y'all I was scared. For those who do watch me, that watch behind the scene to analyze everywhere I go. I don't let fear run me. That is not a door that demons have in for me. He only can body junk. That's why I tell you, I know who my devil is. He can only get me through my weakness, but he don't do that anymore. Put the devil in his place. Now he got to sit beside me and get out of himself. All right? Dividends, dividends, the devil. He divided. A house that's divided will not stand. Why? Because he's the devil. My man, I'm the goddess to his devil. I'm the devil to his God. We are equally yoked. Now, this ain't no joke. We in it talking about it, energy and separation. All right. That magnetism of what it is, I'm recognizing. It's hard for those energies like that to really be in the same place because it do get tight. All right. Point period on the red side of it. Red, right. Oh my God. I cannot believe it with all of that. Because the Eight of Pentacles and the stuff with the violations, right? Those video of origin. Look at this. Hell, they trying to sneak in. They mad because they got to pay all that money for video of origin. Let me tell you something. For those of you who out there and y'all not really in your true judgmental mind state, right? From everything that you've been taught and everything that you know, regardless to if a person committed one particular act of video voyeurism, that's one thing. They can say they did it, they sorry, they didn't do it no more. But when you have countless accounts that can be found of video voyeurism, because the video is the evidence. It don't take no witness account. They don't ever have to come through and say nothing because the acts is recorded acts, right? But now the testimony is going to prove whether this was something that was permissible. Did I allow you to do this to me? Because all it's showing is that 2 people, 3 people, 4 people doing something. But do you hear that there was consent? Some of y'all need to be re-educated about what it is, the games that you're playing. Y'all have a manual. It's called the book. They not telling you. What did they tell you, our elders, about our people? We perish because we don't read. This is one of the things that is really, really plaguing certain demographics of people, because the things that truly affect them, they know them not. All they are doing is passing opinions on what it is they feel that should not happen because they have a discrepancy against what it is that we live in. Don't try me. Ask God. That's who I had to go to. And that's crazy of you, especially if you want to open up your own businesses and have certain bylaws and clauses and laws that your employees supposed to abide by based on the culture of your firm. And that's going to seal your mission statement. To see, we over here, we want to build brighter minds. We want to let them know that they're art in motion and that their energy never dies and that they have the responsible ability to take accountability for their actions and be mindful of what it is that they imagine and know what it is that they truly desire in their hearts, because that's what the universe gonna give them. Be mindful of their character. Know whatever it is that you ingest, you bless it before you put it down because you're grateful for what it is so that it won't sour when it goes in you. Because it does not matter what you eat, that is going to determine how long you live ever. Reality. They say you talk too harsh, but y'all know it don't even matter if it could be proven that somebody killed a number of notoriety people who have been in the art industry. But long as there is video evidence of some things being done that we have to get a witness account, the persons involved on statement, if it was permitted or not, who is going to conspire to conceive evidence of someone else's video footages? You all are delusional if you believe that that is the truth. Why I'm saying that? Because I know somebody been video foraging me. It has happened. I'm proving this to you now. And the accounts of my my YouTube being ran twice at the same time without interference is proof that I'm being voyeured. That is not a permission. Because I could go in my phone, I can have personal videos of things that I don't want no one to see, but were just for me there. Now they have the ability to access them and freely distribute them how they want to for money. This is when you wrong on the accounts of your action, not what somebody else think about you, because what you might have talked about doing good for a community is y'all retarded. That's why I got to talk like this to the professional group that I associate with. Let me do my job spiritually. Get back. That's why I told y'all today is the last day. Anybody gonna tell me how to do what it is that I ought to do and have done? We are all in there. If the heavens are above and below on this earth, I don't tell y'all how to do y'all stuff unless y'all ask me. I didn't ask none of y'all to tell me. Point blank. Period. Let's get that clear. Everybody that I asked to do something when I didn't know how to do it, y'all never came through for me. And when I went and did it on my own, you got mad at me. How retarded are y'all? Point blank, period. It's the what? It's the take back facing me. I'm taking back my energy. Now y'all mad. Oh, my darling dear, don't worry about it. That's who you appear to be. It's facing you. Y'all, darling dear, that's how I think of y'all, my little darling dears. Ask them why I say babies. I'm going to say it again from yesterday. If I'm an old soul, I ain't been here many times. I'm just an old soul. I ain't failing a whole lot. Some of y'all fail more than enough. Darling dear, let's see. Yeah, she loved to cook. She'll be in a position of a nurse, right? We gonna get y'all right. We want y'all to be the most healthiest. And see, with y'all darling dears, the ones that social workers and all of these other entrepreneurs and certain type of healers, this is y'all facing y'all. That was on the other side with this, because I told you about that couple, right? You're overstepping your boundaries. You're using your authority with no spiritual appointment, no spiritual anointment. You're in. But see, the thing about destined, that I never let nobody take me away from what is destined or more, because I know where he reside. When I'm thinking about the word sound power and us being a living word of that, and naming the son that he was destined for love, because I know that the son that the father anoints to come to heal all of us in love, said that that was what was destined, right? I call upon the son, right? But then I'm thinking about him being a brother. He got two sisters that he have to look out for, right? That's why the energy is there. They're protected. Thinking about my angels, my ancestors, the angels, ancestors, and who was he that I know was talking about the end? See, it's only so many people that I say like, either you get me or you've been investigating me. Investigating. That's what I'm gonna use. The investigating me. Or do you know me? Or you were in wait. What I said. Getting to know me or investigating to know me. Or you know me or investigating to know me. Now investigate. Ooh, so scary. They say, what would you do if the investigator fell in love with you? I'm not asking that question. I don't know what I do. Or what if I fell in love? What if I fell in love with an investigator? That's a difference. That is the difference. All right, so kissing you under the moonlight while sitting on a bench by the lake in reverse. Mm, mm, mm. What sound does the chicken make? He ain't crying no more. Somebody got out of their cockfight real quick, fast in a hurry. He said, no, wait, it ain't gonna be no more that the other cock is out of the fight. And surely that is true. Because this is what I had some shuffling to do. I sure did. I shuffled this way, I shuffled that way. I said, let me sit down for a minute. And then I said, you know what? What's been happening on the cut? The two sides. I know I got another side, right? Because I know what I like. But then on the two sides of it, whose side? Your side and my side of the story. Your side of the story paints boys in blue, right? What are the boys in blue? Oh, the investigators. Oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad girls. What you gonna do? Nobody don't give you no break. Hmm? This is the break. What are we facing? Some things unseen. Let me take a peek. Still up in that energy. Look at still. Didn't I tell you still up in that energy? The both. They don't want to know it. I'm about to show it. What is that? Moon. All up in here. It's been nothing but the moon. Moon, moon, moon. We got two moon. Moon, moon, moon. Still learning about these things. But they both was like this because we still don't know totally all the way. The golden bells. But on here is the brother. See, they just want to put the moon on the woman all the time. It's just the woman who is us all, man, masculine, feminine, both. And if you ask me, like I said, from with the picture I see in the eyes of an artist, something that have a light that look like this here, it's not gonna be like this here. The sperm is not orange that match the color of the sun. The egg is not white that match the color of the moon. But who cares? It's there. Now it's double of them all over everywhere. And then we still got two sides of the story. But there's only one truth. All of it together is the truth. Cracking the cups on the page of wine. What am I talking about? People don't get me. I'm not talking about what they meant it for to be. I'm talking about for what it is that I see right now. Let me get my take on this break, right? These two. See, a knight, he have the ability to kill, right? He got a cup. He putting something in their cup. See, the spell was already did with those who went forward. They put us under their word spells for what it is that they spoken. The words, I'm reversing the curse. I don't care who do it with me. But let me tell you about what it is that I see that has been put out. True enough, there was a knight. You see, he was dark. He was a dark knight. He was supposed to be protecting the pages that had magical abilities. But what he did was put stuff up in they cup. Whoever you are, regardless of whether you are in the headlines or not, because we know that date rape exists. Stop acting like y'all are dumb. You're acting like it. But then if you acting like it, that's part of your character. So that's who you really are. That's your assignment, is to be the dummies. Crash test with dreams and illusions. Who y'all think y'all gonna put in the dream and the illusion? This is all of what it is that you're gonna see about who it is that I give honor to. All of the cups, not just some of the cups. He's the king of them, because we know that the knights that's doing wrong with them, they rogue. In order to be a king, you have to be honorable, really, truly, inside out. I don't care what y'all see. I'm telling you what the Most High telling me. He's the king of all kings, the Lord of all lords. Conquered the Lion of Judah. Mean what? But they saying conquering lion. He conquered over whatever lion that was lying about being honorable. It was coming in sideways. Didn't think I would feel as deep for you as I do. I have and I will. I know. And I'm not trying to be no narcissist about it. All I tried to do is talk to you about it. You didn't want to listen. And here we at. Now I'm the only one who everybody want to feel that's not allowed to tell the story when everybody telling their story through their oracle cards, and then somebody else resonated who not, but I can't. That don't make no sense. That would mean that you're picking on me. Your health will get better. Do the work. That's truly a real thing. I know. I admire you. See, that's facing you. I know I admire you. Respect, warm, approve. Did you know that? That's the clarity. See, that I'm vocalizing. That's the clarity on both sides. Moo, moo. What I'm hearing, mula, 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 moo. What sound does a cow make? Somebody thought they was trying to milk a cow. They were being greedy like a pig now. It's nothing but dreams that we can see. They was oinking, but tell them that the ones that I know eat. Here it is. The Knight of Swords, wheeling it away. Trying to wheeling it towards me. But what happened? Oh. Say, I call for them trumpets and them swords got to swinging. Whew, they wasn't ready for that one. Why? Because they didn't know, or they did know what was facing me, right? See, the judgment upon what they thought was the Louisiana Purchase. But then we had to get back to the main. See, it was crossed out. Y'all wasn't paying attention. A bad deal is a bad deal. That's a bad voids contracts, right? Somebody tell them, Mama, let me tell you. Let's get with the right side of what's facing us. Call me when you make it home safe. Get there safely. Don't wait to call me. Too late. I'm cautionary on that. You ain't got to prove nothing to yourself no more. It all has been proven. That's what is facing me. See, I'm holding them like this. It's facing me. I don't have to prove it. I'm just living it. And that's clear. That's what they was doing. They really was on the run. Mm, mm, mm. That's what they want to tell me. They wanted to tell me, but they couldn't. On the run. Because they should have made better choices. It would not be easy for you to keep on living on the run. Can't live on the run. Nobody can live on the run. That's not stable. Living on the run. And what was saying? Facing them. This, y'all. We can get it because we rightfully qualify for what we get. No, you didn't. That's why you're on the run. You didn't qualify for it. How far back did we see about the landies? Ooh, this is a never ending story that they don't want to go away. I don't know how. I can not tell you that if you don't stop doing what you're doing, then it is not going to go away. And they think I'm talking out the side of my neck, but y'all blew it, though. No matter who. See that? They said your obedience. They thought I wasn't being obedient to them. Why? If you doing something that ain't right, I don't have to face none of that. They wanted my humility to not be right. You couldn't do that. All I did was sit back in the gap, talk about well, all the things that, you know, I done been through, what I'm trying to fix and work on me, being humble, talking lowly, you know what I'm saying? And for the ones that I needed to talk harsh to, doing just that because you don't treat everybody the same, especially when they trying to handle you, but they tried to make all of my stuff in reverse. And that's what I had. Teach me how to love you is what y'all saying now, facing me. And then we did see the lessons come in. How much more do I need to go? Ask me one more time. How much? How much dirt did you dig up on him or her? They want me to say, hey, he asking me. I don't have to dig dirt up on nobody, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I don't have to dig dirt up on nobody. Once you touch me or come in my presence and your energy, I'ma know. How long are you going to pretend as if you don't love me? Not a questions. I should not have put the question marks. Look at all the questions coming up. They ain't even got to speak and all the questions coming up. What else? That's all the questions. I'm about to get out of here. Hold on to the tradition that are great value. I will, and that's what I'm gonna get on out of here. Y'all, this has been a questioning moment for everything that has happened, for all of the live videos that have been presented here this afternoon, starting at 3 something, with the one that wasn't with any audio, and then the two that was simultaneously recording from two different devices with two different views. I'm about to check it out on all. Now I got some questions I need to be answered. And everything here in peace, I still leave you all. Congratulations to you all for not falling into the traps of those who were trying to fearmonger you into panic by being so caught up in the world. Congratulations to all of you who are newly awakening to whatever systems and games that's being played to make the people be responsive to things that are low vibrational. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is not an easy feat, but trust me, keep going forward and don't give up. Recognize what is an assignment, and when you know you must do it, do not allow anyone to stop you, for you will be closing those next doors that will be open for you by allowing their fear to come through. And I am saying, be blessed. Mwah. Nothing less than the best. Mwah. Till next time.